Black Science TV 111, Osei Kufuor. I'm back at y'all again. Many times, most of us have experiences of not being able to move upon returning to our body from the dream world, which is the reality of the melanated people. Now, you have to understand that in the black body, the soul consists of 666 billion spectrums of energy, which is a quarter of what the sun consists of. This is why we are sun people. Now, if half of that 666 billion spectrums of energy is occupying the body upon you returning to your body from the dream world, and the other half have not returned yet, then you will not be able to move. Why is that? Because your cells in your brain are signals carriers. They are information carriers. So therefore, when your cells is not able to connect to the other part of the solar energy, which is now away from the body, it will not move. Your blood will not move. And in order for you to move, your blood has to move, because your blood is your spiritual connection to everything inside of the universe. So therefore, until that 50% of the 666 billion spectrums of energy, solar energy, enter into your body, you will not be able to move. It may have been stuck in another dream world or in another dimension. You get what I'm saying? Because sometimes part of us will leave the body and part of us will stay here. And until the other part of us return back to the body, we will be null and void in initiating any type of movement. Because it is your brain that sends signals to your body to be able to move. Correct? Am I right? Right. Now, when we are studying the movements, a movement is what? A movement is a sense. It is the root. The energy is the root to a movement. The energy is the root to sound. The energy is a root to a thought, because all of that manifests from energy. So therefore, if the full completion of your energy is not occupied into your body, I don't give a damn if it's only 25% of your body, then therefore you will not be able to relegate any type of movement at all. It's just like you being handicapped. This is why we have to stop looking at handicapped people as being at the bottom of the totem pole, because these people are operating on so many dimensions that we don't know, because we're not in their brain, meaning we are not in their dimension. We cannot fathom the things that handicapped people can do over people who are in the third dimension, thinking that they are so-called intelligent. We cannot fathom the things that deaf people can do, because even though we are learning, we are teaching them on a third dimensional plane, you have to understand that they are hearing other voices that they cannot actually give to us, because the voices that they are hearing is in another form, and they cannot actually relate those messages to us, because it is only for them. Parts of their brain is open, parts of their brain is shut down. They are using parts of their brain that we are not using. It's just like when you are handicapped in one area as far as your hearing, your sight may be more stronger. This is where everything comes with the body. So therefore, when your body is shutting down, when you have 50% of the 666 billion spectrums of energy left in your body, you are handicapped. But you are also somewhere else in another dimension picking up information. So that way, when that 50% of you return back to your body, you may have more information in your subconscious that you didn't have upon leaving your body before you left your body that night. Right? Because we have to understand as well, because day and night has a lot to do with information. It has a lot to do with the melanin receptions. At 3 a.m. in the morning, your body is dispersing genocidal chemicals that is harmful to the body. And the melanin is creating a type of doctor which is actually doing some type of physical on you, which we can utilize to heal us. Those who have amnesia, or those who have Alzheimer's, for an example. We have to understand that just because they have Alzheimer's, when they lose their memory, that means that they are operating more dominantly in another dimension. They are preparing to go into another higher dimension, and they are focusing and preparing for things there than they are here. They are finished their work here. We are only here on the third dimension to pick up information to put into an account in the constellations. We are only here in the third dimension to pick up information to put into an account in the constellations. The constellations is where we create our account. This is where we make our contract to come into the body to be able to download the information to send it to other dimensions, to fragments of ourselves that we may have left behind in another life. You may not have came to this life with your whole being. You may have left 30% of yourself in a past life. So now when you go to sleep, you are having dreams of something that the fragment of your other self in a dimension is having a dream of. And it's not really you. Or you can be picking up on somebody else's thoughts upon leaving your body. So depending on the thoughts that you pick up, this is the dream that you're going to have. If the neighbors next door has a soul and can be receptive to the universe, right? and their energy is flowing, you're going to pick up on their thoughts upon leaving your body. If you so happen to pick up on their thoughts upon leaving the body, then what's going on in their mind, you will actually recap that in the dream world. This is why we are all one. We are not disconnected. Again, I'm going to go into this, but at the same time, people say they have dreams of flying. The reason why you have dreams of flying because you are everything in your environment. So therefore, you may have been in a park one day, and the bird may have gotten in tune to you subconsciously or unconsciously. You may have picked up some energy from a bird, and now you are in your sleep flying. Or that bird may have taken a liking to you and may have known you in a past dimension or a past life and is trying to get in tune with you, but you don't know that bird because you are operating inside of a different body. Birds are operating on a higher dimensional frequency than we are. So therefore, that bird may be trying to get in contact with you. I know it sounds crazy, but this is only for the minds of those who can overstand and understand the biological physiology of melanated people as far as being able to grasp other dimensions. We can reach, it's only a few people in this world that can reach over into other dimensions and be able to acknowledge who or what a fragment of themselves was in a past life. I know that I'm existing in another life right now. I exist everywhere right now. So what's going on somewhere else may be dominant. I may have a dream of what's going on with that part of myself in another dimension. I may be somewhere hunting a house. I may be dead, and I could still be dead in this dimension, but be somewhere else across the world where I existed in the past life, hunting a house. And in that house where I'm hunting, they could be in the kitchen eating dinner, and the refrigerator might open, because I still think I exist on this realm. So therefore, I'm going into the refrigerator, right? Thinking that I'm still alive, when in actuality, I'm dead. So therefore, I'm haunting another house. You get what I'm saying? So therefore, we have to be very mindful to be able to open up, because there's a lot of people whose DNA is coming online. A lot of people are offline. That's why when people come to me and say you sound ignorant or you sound crazy, this is because their DNA is not online. They haven't paid their internet bill yet. Once their internet bill is paid, they will be able to come online to understand the frequencies of the energy that I'm dispersing into the environment, because you have to understand that sound changes as well. Sound evolves. There is a paradigm shift within sound. I can speak to you and have a certain frequency in my sound to tell you something that somebody told you and you didn't actually want to accept the truth for them. And I can say the same thing that person said to you to try to wake you up, and you'll accept mine because of the tuning of the frequency within my voice. This is what you have to understand. We come from different planets. So if I'm a Scorpio, and say for instance, if I'm a Scorpio, my energy comes from Mars, and I occupy a physical body, right? If an Aquarius come from their planet and occupy a physical body, they may be born on the month that they are in Aquarius. Usually between October and November, this is when the energy of Mars is being dispersed into celestial bodies. So therefore, those people who are having sex don't know that they are relegating or initiating energy to come in way before the time it's supposed to become, or supposed to go into that body to be a Scorpio. Get what I'm saying? Me being a Scorpio, my energy comes from Mars, which is the planet of war. So therefore, if I come from Mars, then it was already predestined by way of my parents. But unconsciously, they did not know what they were creating at the time that they were creating me. All they know is that they were indulging in an activity which pleased them physically. But spiritually, they were creating something else. They were summoning an energy by way of the black woman, which was my mother, from another planet to come into a physical body. This is the contract. When you lay down with your woman, you're making a contract physically. The black woman is the secretary to the universe, which disperses the spiritual or the soul substance into the physical body, which the black woman gives birth to. So with that much said, this is Black Science TV 111, Osei Kufuor. I'm out. Peace.